Hey guys, we're going to be doing some DSEX, and I chose this game because it is going to need some patches, some patchworks, and it's just a perfect example of how utilization works dealing with the frames you want to achieve in a game, especially dealing with any multi-GPU setup or title. This all comes into play. It all comes down to driver maturity, how a game's engine works with multi-GPUs. And right now, I am playing the game on very high textures. Now I know that it goes into telling you, oh, there's a warning, you need over 4 gigs. Well, I wanted to push that, I'm not going to go into Ultra because it's just going to cause massive stuttering, and it would kind of defeat the purpose of making this video. Everything else though, I am going to push to its highest settings. As for the display, I'm going to be using a 1080p monitor set at 60 Hertz, and we're just going to leave that on to cap the game at 60 frames per second. So right now we're at 60 frames per second, and it's telling me that it's only having to use 87% of one and 86% of the other GPU. So what we want to look for is what happens when frames go well below that 60 frames cap we have. So as you can see right there, we're jumping to about 53 frames per second, and our utilization dropped a little bit. But in a perfect scenario, you're going to see 99% usage of both cards while keeping, that desired frame rate you want. But that's not always true, because you'll see here, like when we look at the wall, you can see we're at 60 frames, 76% usage, which is a good thing. Now a bad thing would be if we saw this same usage, only we dropped to about 50 frames per second. And a lot of people will get confused by this because they're expecting 99% usage at all times when it's not needed. But like I've been trying to say, the only problem is when you see massive drops in frames per second and you're not getting your full utilization. That's when things become a problem.
Ridiculous.
So let's just start some shit, see how performance goes. And you can see right here, we're probably going to drop a little bit in frames. I don't even remember if I have any guns on me. And I'm going to die soon. And I did. But basically, when you see games that go well below your utilization, but you're not achieving the frame rate you're capped at, that's when you know you have issues, and future patches with the game are going to be needed, as well as driver maturity. Well, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and remember, happy PC gaming. Laters.